Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we have the dinosaur that made Golgari even better than before. This is the highest win rate version right now in the standard, and it's all thanks to Tranquil Frillback, the card that is so versatile because it hits all the meta decks right now. Against all the aggro, of course, you life gain and destroy artifact or enchantment, either something they wanted to Gleeful Demolition or the Boros Anthem. However, against this combo land deck of, just Words of Rage, you exile their graveyard and you stop them absolutely in their tracks before they start the combo. So this is one of the reasons this deck is performing so well, and I think Golgari is always interesting. So let's take this one for a ride, and if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and just like and comment. It really is appreciated and it helps the channel, the most. So yeah, that's kinda it, and let's go into the fun. Warden definitely a prime target for our cat dance. Let's see when we play it. That's probably the spot, huh? I don't really want them to get the scry, and it's not like them being tapped changes anything. Yeah, I mean, I have one spell a turn, and I will play it. I won't hesitate to play my only spell for the turn. War Leader's Call, extremely strong card. And that means, do I kill it? Yeah, you want to keep them low on the board when you can. Alright. We have the Preacher, so we're feeling okay. When we can start attacking it, don't forget the first attack gives you everything. And they don't have Painland, so they cannot even... Okay, never mind. That ended on this turn. Alright. Okay, how we do it? So we get the token. We kinda know what happens, so it's not like random. And do we go with Archfiend already? Is this the time? It might. They won't block, right? If they go for Resolute Reinforcements, it's still good trade for us. I could go with Sentinel first and just start pumping stuff. I kinda like the idea, to be honest. Like, they cannot go through it. You cannot know, like, they keep priority. I generally should order it differently, but, I don't think it matters too much. If I pumped it, I could kill 3 creatures, but I think 2 is enough. And they don't really want to go so behind. Do we pump the creature? I actually want the Sentinel bigger, because this is a Vigilance creature, so I can keep attacking them. If this has good enough stats, I can keep attacking and blocking at the same time. So even the Lifelinker isn't as great. Alright, Gleeful Demolition is what they're looking for. Gleeful Demolition and Knight of Earth, they can absolutely outscale us. Oh, they're going for this one. That will be a lot of value. Okay, so I think this is the stage of the game where we go for the Archfiend, right? I honestly think so. Yeah. That should be good enough. Hello. Oh, alright. Man, the Archfiend needs to do a lot of work here. They need to double block to get any value. And they will get so much damage. The Sentinel isn't the best value here, right? Because we trade 1 for 1 here. But they scale better in a way. I'll take it. I get the map token, I get the triggers from Archfiend. I think it's still worth it. And they're losing their board presence, which they need for Recruiter. See, they didn't go for it. And I have 4 blockers, so it will be hard for them to go through. If they can go Gleeful Demolition, that... Okay, they tap their red mana. That's huge. That's huge. And even though we get a lot of damage, we will deal even more damage. Oh, when they start draining the crews, you know that they're not in a spot that they wanted to. Let's see how much they tap. This has flying at some point, so don't forget. They cannot really use Vigilance here because of the Archfiend and Sentinel. Yeah, because we attacked and they didn't go for the block. Alright. Okay, this will be scary. So they're setting up for 2-turn lethal right now. And with War Leader's Call, they have insane power in the board. However, we came kinda prepared. So how do we do it so they scoop the fastest? I think using Archfiend, to be honest, would be pretty good. We can also kill Knight of Chaos, so we can leave them with only this. I mean, they're dead, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're just dead. So we don't need the life. Oh, but our creatures will die. Ooh, our creatures will die. Okay, that's something I probably should exactly count. I need to think about this one. So we kill everything, but then how many creatures? Every creature, right? An opponent dies, alright. So I think we have to go for this, just to preserve our stuff a little bit better. And the lightning should be good enough. So that's a lot of damage already. Alright, and if he blocks anything, he dies, right? Yep, that should be the Reaper. That was pretty close. But you can see that, man, Archfiend of the Dross just always does the job. Like, they need to block in such a way that they don't lose anything, and it's not really possible. And that's the missing damage. Well, alright. Boros smoked. Good part of the day. Alright, here we go with a cut down, I guess. Never mind. Cut down just became useless. Alright. Perfect. So, definitely they want to go. Man, this Dross is going so bad so far. Well, I really hope I'm getting the third land, you know? Alright, this is a cut down. And they have double one drop. Good for them. Good for them. We killed the, you know, the small one. This will be super annoying. If we miss land drop, I think we're in some serious trouble. Of course we missed the land drop. So do we just keep hitting stuff over and over? Yeah. We will keep removing creature turn until Shuffler will have mercy and give us the possibility to win this game. But I don't need to tell you, like, we are on the play with less cards. However, we also don't get more, you know, we aren't first. So they have the thing. That's unfortunate. I need to take the damage. Because when I target one of them, he pumps the other one. So we missed 2 damage, but we saved, what, like 3 damage here. They will use it, but hopefully we will be prepared with something. And we have life gain from the Preachers, if we ever play them. Oh my god, thank you. Alright. Okay, so my grand mythic strategy, alright? Are you prepared for this one? Because this will absolutely blow your mind. I'm going to play Preacher 3 times in a turn and see if that wins. Alright, here we go. Now you are on the same page with the whole strategy. Very good part about the Preacher, right? If I played anything that is 3-3, it would probably die, because there is a chance he has Lightning Strike. And here, I mean... Okay, so let's make our opponent a little bit, you know, happy with the time he's spending as a mono-red player, while also explaining one really important interaction. Feldon, one of the cards you generally don't like to block, right? Because they get cards. But it's very important to distinguish what exactly is happening here. Of course we will block. You give them cards, sure, but look at this. They cannot play the cards. They lose tempo permanently. They can switch Feldon into a different card, but they still lost the tempo. You countered the full turn, basically. So don't be super scared to block Feldon. I've been playing mono red, and I know that you don't want them to block your Feldon. You want to keep getting free damage every turn. And here's Monstrous Rage. They have low mana, so probably it will be hard for Swift Spear into this, and unless they draw it. So we go like this. Definitely Bat. Bat is great. This is perfect, because on the next turn we double Bat. I honestly think we go like this, man. We need those Lightningers. So I could play Preacher, but then he pumps it to Oblivion, and I don't really want to allow it. Like, we are not in a spot where we have to go for it. And he might be out of burn, which means that... Yep, go. See? As long as we play like this, they cannot really get good value. Like, I will lifelink this. They need to pump it. Alright. Oh, and they passed. Alright. I guess we get, you know, not perfect trade, but it's good enough. Let's attack first and see if there's no stick, they have nothing. Okay, so we go with Preachers. I wanted to go double path, but we are so ahead right now that they cannot really win against us. Like, you know guys, we are creating 4-4 with lifelink. And here you go with your Kurz. Oh, he's so cute, not doing anything in the board. So. I mean, we attack, right? 1, 2. At this point we can start you know, racing him. Okay, so he has nothing. Let's go for another one. I think he likes them. I told you, our grand strategy of playing all Preacher of the Schism and keep attacking. And one of the really cool things with this card is it has Death Touch. However they pump it, you know, I remember they had, you know, the Rage before. Oh, that's even better. And here's the Death Touch. Oh, so cute. So cute. I'm not going for Geeks Command yet. I will actually... Look at us going. Look at us going. And he's at 3. Oh, I played the land. Ah, that's fine. So let's make sure that our opponent's hand is not very Oh, what a nice forge. I'm sure you like it in this matchup. Well, this is what happens when you sideboard your deck against control. And, you know, that's fine. So, if they play Squee, do we care? No, we don't. If we go... I mean, let's go Kumano, because that's the only thing he can play. And I enjoy what's going on quite a lot. I mean, listen, it's a Squee or nothing. I'm super surprised that he's in the game. Like, there's literally 0 chance he can ever win. Unless, alright, unless he plays a Sweeper. Maybe he had Festivities or something? I don't see reason to keep going, but, you know, you do you, my mono-red friend. The opponent goes first. We have nice opening, but a little bit slow, like those 4 and 5 drops are a little bit early. And our opponent is on the play. Let's sit. I guess this is okay land. We don't need more. Okay, so that was a nice surveil. And I like the surveil mechanic. Okay. Okay, some ninjas. I love to see them. Listen, you just need to kill them. To be fair, like, I need a lot of removal. I used my main one, but when they untap, I probably won't get it. 3 mana they can make disappear into like 1 mana ninjutsu, drawing them cards, so this kind of stuff. Did they blitz it? No. Okay, that's really good for us so far. Can I ignore it? I honestly think we go with Sentinel Man. Like, he played this 3-drop, I played this drop, and guess who wins on the board? That means he needs to play another card to compensate for it. The Mace, they definitely don't want tap land on turn 4. This is important turn. They really didn't want to go there. Alright, so they use it for Blitz to clear the board a little bit. I was actually thinking about using this card a lot. Do we go with double Sentinel and just go crazy with map tokens? I kinda like the idea, to be honest. That means we can pump it right now. Okay, nice, we just got a free draw for the next turn. Yep, and let's go with more. They are like factory for creating card advantage and powerhouse, you know, attacks, so I like 2 of them a lot. Let's see if they can remove both of them. Alright, interesting play. But this is only 4 damage. What do you accomplish, really? I mean, he can kill 1 of them, but it will still cost him the... I actually played with the Kuchi Silencer quite a lot. I really enjoyed this card. However, you notice that you are extremely, you know, low on cards very, very quickly with this one. And because they did the thing, we will do the other thing. Listen, it is what it is. Let's see if they have as 1 mana play. It seems they have something, right? But I'm not sure what. Do they have a protection spell, really? Okay, they do have, but okay, this is indestructible as well. Sure. Like, I think they might be able to clear the board, but the amount of advantage I got already is just insane. And look at their cards. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, they can trade card for card, but generally their cards are a little bit weaker. I don't like this play. Like, sure, you do 2 damage, but I'm at 19. Okay, sure. Man, wasn't this card just simply better? He should do it at that step, in my opinion. Potentially countering something, and then he opens for this to ninjutsu in and get him some card advantage. I honestly think that would be way better. So I mean, I can just play this, right? If he kills it, I get Lance and I get it back. And if I attack, he loses the card. So this is the card that he cannot really break. You know, props to our opponent. I really like ninjas, man. I love ninjas, but unfortunately it's very hard to play them right now. Alright, we're on the play. Finally, it took a while, man. Let's go with the cottage. Our draw is not perfect. We don't have 2 drops, we don't have bats, and our opponent is with the most aggressive deck. So if we basically missed 2 first turns. So being on the play just, you know, means we aren't super behind. Roman, alright. Oh, man, what the hell? Felt that for some reason. Right now we just need to keep playing sentinels into the board and just try to trade as hard we can. This might be hard, we will see. At least we have 4 toughness, so lightning strike won't do it. If they play squee, adversary, so they must have monstrous rage. That's the only way. That will, okay, so we still trade. I'm fine with it. And if we trade for 2 cards, I'm really happy with it. Sure, we get some damage, but it's good enough. And cut down is insanely good draw right now. That means they cannot up any of the creatures, and it will be hard for them to attack. It's a dead giveaway with all those map tokens that we didn't use, that we have something. But you know, mono red player might still miss it. I will block it. Okay. He can draw cards, that's fine. I have Geeks command, I can lifelink a lot. Like, I can pump it to Oblivion and then hit for, you know, 8 or something. Frenzy, extremely nice card for him. That's a little bit scary. And this is the last turn when he can do it. However, he needs to pay the 4 mana, the full cost, because, well, not really, right? 2 creatures attacked. I mean, good for them. Good for them. It's fine, we have other stuff, but that was probably the best case scenario for them. Still, they will have to use a big part of their turn to do it. And now they have no board and no removal. And I mean, I'll take my turn. Okay, let's think about this one. What do we go for? This seems to be the obvious choice, right? We need double black. Well, they have this priority, so hard to tell, but it didn't feel like a lightning strike, to be honest. Didn't feel like a lightning strike. Let's try it. Let's try it. A little bit risky, to be honest. I also probably won't use the map tokens right now. I played a lot, so I definitely don't need to. Yeah, and I think we just try to protect Sorin, and then we try to get another. Alright, easy. Have you tried to have all the answers every time? That's a good strategy to have. Alright, but I think we should still be fine. If they answer also this one, we then need to get some, you know, some draws. Like at some point we need to just draw the stuff. Alright, they aren't attacking. That's really good. That is really good. Let's start with this and see if they answer. If we can get out of the 3 toughness range, that would be great. But let's see if they have also this answer. Well, that's an extremely good draw. Okay, that's probably a game. Like, one good draw can just close the game instantly. Alright. So we just chill with a cut down, I guess. We want attack on the next turn and we use the vampire to protect Sorin, but right now we can just go like this. We can Boseiju the Foundry, cut down whatever they play and pump. So I'm pretty sure we won the game. And here's your winner's honk for the day. Alright, they're not attacking. They have something good. That's good, but that's a perfect fit for our stuff. We could also just Geeks Command, man. Okay, I like the Geeks Command idea. Like, it just does everything, right? And let's do it later, this way. Yeah, I can absolutely tank this damage. Power, okay. Let's make sure I read it right. That player may search the library. Okay, I don't shuffle anything, just making sure. Just making sure. This will be a small problem, especially when you have Planeswalkers. You can manage it with a cut down nicely, but still you can use it on something else as well. And that's probably a scoop. Like, they always scoop to lifelink. You know, just mono red being mono red, I guess. Alright. Alright, we both have Tapland. I'm definitely taking Geeks Command. Even though it's so, you know, for future, I think this could be a, you know, the most important game so far. Or the card. Man, what's wrong with my commentary today? Alright, let's go with the bot. So. I see. I think I know what's up. The Queen Taurus will be a problem, man. Just... Are you serious? Man, every single time I remove their curve drop. It's fine, they just draw it. They just draw it. Alright. What about the Dreadknight? This is a good card overall. But I think we just go Sorin, right? So we actually need to think ahead. No, we need a land, man. We actually need a land. At least I can remove all of his hand, but man, I cannot remove those. Yeah, I understand our opponent's frustration. We are literally stealing every card in curve. Well, he had fight rigging from the top, so that's really good for him. Okay, he whiffed. He finally whiffed. That's good. Please don't kill my bats. Okay, my bats are here. So, what do we go for? I honestly think we go with Sorin. Why this play? Because I want to be prepared for this guy. Like, I want to make sure that if he plays it on the next turn, it dies. Easy. Well, this is why drawing that fight rigging wasn't... Man, this guy just doesn't need hand. He can just draw all of them in from the library. Yep. That's so fun. I mean, we should be able to go around it anyway. Right? This is a decent draw as well. So, I think we go with the Triumph. We have all the flyers, so... I think we start here. But man, he is getting way more power than he should have. But we will go around it. We will fight you until the end. Okay, we know all of his plays, so we can basically like play single player for this turn. Alright, give me. It's mine. It's mine. Yep. This is nice. Alright, let's start pressuring him, because with those draws, man, I need to kill him before he draws the next big thing, you know? Alright, I really hope that he will go with Angel Fire, feeling a little bit of pressure. And I will just pay 3 life, probably. Alright, you do the thing. So, I paid 3 life. Even though we have Sorin, so we need to be careful. We have so many life linkers. I mean, Bats did insane job, man. Even though he drew the part of the combo, and then he drew from the top the second part of the combo, we still beat him. And I also had Geek's command, so even if he went with more creatures, we could at least kill part of them, you know? Alright, opponent goes first, right? We have really nice early game, and some good value on those cards, so hey, let's see. I actually hope... oh no. If you see Simic, you know there will be a lot of pesky, annoying little creatures that are unkillable. And it seems that our opponent actually knows how to play the deck, because he didn't play anything into the board with no mana. So I'm a little bit scared right now. I have one removal, and I need to win the game on it, you know? I need to win a game on it. Honestly, I will go with the bat. I need to interrupt whatever they are doing as soon as possible. This is kinda a removal in a way. Alright. Huh. That's unfortunate. So they will go with the Drake. What happens? They will just Fading Hope, and they love the idea. Oh man, this is a puzzle that doesn't have a solution, I think. We have to go Fading Hope, that's the only thing we can really take. Then they play Drake, and they take this. Then we cannot cut down, we need to play Preacher, and I think go into Geek's command, it's too slow. I don't think we can win this, to be absolutely honest. I will try, but I don't know. Man, if I take this and they use Fading Hope, do we get anything out of this? Not really, we just give them Scry. There's not really a choice here. And the choice is also losing, it seems. Yeah, if we drew another removal, like if we get go for the throat, we win the game. And this is the, you know, extreme of this kind of deck. If you have enough answers, and Rod Priest, alright, I mean, I don't love it, and it's very, very scary, but at the same time it gives us a little bit more breathing room, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we have double 3-drop, so we can just go with it. Can I live game, please? Don't forget they also have the March. How do you work? I think they cannot counter, but let's make sure. Put 0 counters on target creature, then counter up to 1 target unless it's upon whatever pays mana, greatest power. Oh, so we need to pay 1. I don't have 1. Do we want to bait this? Man, what can I do? This is really bad situation, man. Here's your sacrificial Dreadknight. You can do the thing. You can do the thing, but they won't get the counter at least. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Like, I'm trying to get into... Like, I couldn't play the Preacher, that's the point. If I could, I would just play the Preacher, that was originally my idea. But here, he just counters it. So the best I could do is play a Swamp and make sure that I have the Dreadknight. But this is such a low value game that I don't think it super matters. The Drake is the big problem. Do you do anything really here? I don't think it will be meaningful at all. Even live game doesn't matter, so it's just a bad card. That means we go... Okay, you know what? You know what? I kinda like this one. The problem is live game doesn't matter and we have so much of it. They have Fading Hope here. Alright. I have an idea, guys, and there is a chance it will work. But it will be harsh. I don't think it will work, alright. They know how to... They are playing the deck correctly. It's one of the few instances when you see a player that actually knows what he's doing with this deck. Usually they just go way too aggressively and they cannot do the thing. Alright, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's bad. Problem is they can exile 4 creatures. Yeah, whatever. Oh man, this will be so bad. This would be so bad, man. So, if I try to kill it, they just go for this and they protect 2, we go to 5 poison and there's nothing we can do about it in the next turn. We also have more life, so I guess we get cards, but they're not really helpful. If I attack with those creatures, there is a chance he blocks, but then he won't really do anything, right? No, he just won't block. Oh man, we are actually going higher than 5, I believe. There's... Like, the problem is that he has the phase out, not hexproof, which we can go around with the Geeks command. He actually has the best answer to our deck. So it's just not looking great right now. Yep. Up to 6. That means we are kinda dead when he untaps, right? Whatever we do, it will be the same. So he untaps and plays the March. This will be, you know, 4 triggers. Man, like, there are no good choices here. Like, I'm trying, but every choice I make is just bad. Drawing cards is probably the best I could do here. What did we do wrong this game? We didn't draw Go for the Throat. That's our mistake. Because you need to overpower them with the removal. Well, this would be just way too much. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Golgari is always beloved for a very good reason. If you are keeping track of this kind of archetype right now in the standard, you do notice that it's switching into control more and more. You don't even have 1 mana creatures, like it stops being an aggro deck with Archfiend and suddenly becomes this weird mash of like mid-range value with some control tools like Geeks Command. And Geeks Command is one of the reasons I really enjoy this version. This is just a sweeper. Especially if you have creatures, it's very easy to get at least 3 for 1 for this one. Combine it with lifelink from Akrasot, Sorin, the insane pressure from the Archfiend, and the Preacher. Preacher is probably one of the big powerhouses for the deck together with Sentinel. Like, those 2 cards really get you going in this mid game. It's not like super, you know, shiny with explosions. You just play it and you attack it every turn, but man, it just feels like you are starting your big engine for the deck. Every turn is like, all right, like I have things going for me, and this is like the Preacher in a nutshell, basically. Which is a real testament to this is that we play only 2 Dreadknights in this version, and 4 of those. Like, you can see that the shift is going into like 3 and 4 drops into 5 drops instead of 1 to 3. So I like this one a lot, and I like the direction that we are going. Especially when I saw Sorin in this version, I knew that, yeah, we are doing it. We are doing it. The Archfiend of the Dross is surprisingly devastating, of course. Not only when you play it on the first turn, it helps you block, so it's very hard to go through 6/6, even if they have Knight of Chaos. And especially, don't forget, earlier in the early game you always have 1 of those or like 2 of those. That means you have some board against, you know, the small swarm of creatures, like, you know, you get the idea. Especially if Sentinel with Vigilance, you always have a blocker. That means they usually want to either go super all-in, which they very often aren't ready for yet, or they just attack with the free traits like Knight of Chaos, or, you know, a Swift Spear with a pump from Monstrous Rage, and the Archfiend kills it. Like, every time they cannot go through this, because this is a big brick of of like wall, basically. And when you untap and start to be on the aggression, man, Geeks Command can kill so many creatures on your opponent's side that this will win into turns from 20. This is just, you know, very aggressive, half control, half mid-range deck in a way, and I like this style. I think we can develop it even further. We'll see from, you know, what the new cards are, but maybe we can make it even better. So yeah, I enjoyed this version, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for subscribing, for all the likes, for all the comments. I try to always read all of them, even if I don't answer every single comment. I still try to read it, and yeah, I'm super lucky to have you guys on the channel, so thank you for that. And yeah, that's it, and see you tomorrow.